The county has really stepped up to try to help these organizations in a significant way. We just last week had a tourism anchor institution, some of which crosses over into this space, $5 million appropriation that we have put forward to help organizations that generate a lot of tourists and a lot of foot traffic, a lot of visitors. We have an $8 million appropriation that came courtesy of the state that the council is expected to approve tomorrow, that the Economic Development Corporation will be administering, which is focused specifically and exclusively on restaurants. We have the 3R initiative and reopening grants. The 3R initiative is focused on restaurants and retail specifically, and they're taking applications currently for small grants for those businesses around the county. And then we have reopening grants, which is not exclusive to restaurants and retail, was predominantly restaurants and retail, given that it's focused on helping organizations adapt to the public health changes that are required. And I'm also currently working as we speak with the executive branch on an additional grant program for for-profit organizations, largely in the entertainment space, but has a carryover into the retail, and also helps to generate foot traffic. You know, a lot of these organizations are what creates the foot traffic that allows for other restaurants and retail to succeed. And those anchor entertainment businesses are struggling largely because they haven't been able to open since March, many of them. This is on the heels of a number of other efforts that we've done. The Public Health Emergency Grant Program, which we started, which was $25 million, $5 million dedicated to restaurants and retail, and in that a significant portion of, actually more than $5 million, dedicated to restaurant and retail on that, and a number of other business grants that are tangentially related to this sector as well, where we've appropriated tens of millions of dollars to try to help businesses who we know are struggling. The Bethesda Streetery, which you'll hear from later, which Jeff Burton and his team at BUP have just done a tremendous job. We've been working together with them on that, and we're working now to try to figure out if there's a way to keep it open through the winter months, and something that I really would like to see happen, and something that I think that we're going to need significant county support in order to make possible, and conversations are now underway for that. But we've also been pushing residents to do it. I've been doing this with my own time. I joke around that supporting local, but not necessarily locale. But I've been trying to get as much carry out support, as many local businesses as we can. I will say that the greatest expert there is, Dr. Fauci, referred to it as a neighborly obligation for those who are able. Given that there are many in this pandemic who are not doing well right now, who don't have the fortune to be able to do it, but those of us who are, and thanks to you, I can. And so I've been really trying to help support our local businesses, promote our local businesses, and help them keep their lights on, because unless we step up and support them, they're not going to be here when we're ready to go back to life as normal. It won't be normal for them. And we'll continue to work with businesses, continue to try to help them. District 1 in particular, Greater Bethesda specifically, has the greatest number of restaurants, the greatest number of retail establishments, and the largest number of businesses more broadly. And so that's why it's been a big focus of mine, understanding that the decisions that we're making at the state level and at the county level to try to keep residents safe and to try to mitigate the spread and transmission of this virus have real, serious, dire impacts on residents and businesses' lives and livelihoods. And we have to be understanding of that and appreciate that and recognize that. And it's something that I'll continue to do. And I know colleagues who are on this panel will continue to do. And if you have any ideas or any thoughts of additional things that we should do, please let us know, recognizing that the county will never be in a position, unfortunately, to be able to mitigate all of the obvious challenges and impacts that this pandemic and economic crisis has created.